guys, thanks for visiting my channel. I had some leftover bananas sitting on my counter and I wanted to use those up, so I thought I would make some banana oat bread today and thought I'd bring you along. So let's get started and make some banana oat bread. I'm always looking for fun ways to change up banana bread. I frequently have bananas and sometimes they don't get eaten, and I love to make banana bread when that happens. But I like to put a little twist on it sometimes. So today we're going to do banana oat bread, and we're going to start with our dry ingredients. We're going to use 2 cups of flour, just regular all-purpose flour. And to that, we're going to add a tablespoon of baking powder, a half of a teaspoon of baking soda, a half of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a quarter of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Just need a tiny bit of nutmeg. A little bit of that goes a long way. Okay, and then we're going to give that a stir. If I can get my whisk out of there. Just gently whisk that together so it's all incorporated. And then I'm going to add a cup of old-fashioned oats. And just give it another stir. Okay, then in this bowl, we're going to do our wet ingredients. And we're going to start with a whole cup of packed light brown sugar. Give that a good pack. Put that in there. And then to that, we're going to add a half a cup of vegetable oil, a half a cup of milk, whatever you have on hand. We usually have 2% on hand, so that's what I'm using today. And 2 eggs. And then I'm just going to use my whisk and give that a good stir. Just till it's nicely mixed together. And then we're going to add 2 cups of mashed bananas. Now for me, I had pretty small ones, so it was 5 small bananas. If you have medium size, be 2 or 3 medium size to large bananas. And just mix that together. And I know the one thing I forgot to put in my dry ingredients. Oops. A half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to eyeball it. Okay, now we want to mix our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients. So I'm going to add about half of this. Give it a stir. And I'm going to add the rest of it. And I am making a mess today. I'm being a messy baker. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to add was just a couple of teaspoons of vanilla extract, pure vanilla extract. You don't have to have this in banana bread, but I like the depth of flavor that it gives. So I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. And then we're going to finish mixing all of this together. So will be a great treat for my daughter when she gets home from school today. I love having baked treats ready for my kids when they come home. My son is away at college, so I don't get to do that for him very much anymore. And our daughter is a senior in high school, so I'm not going to have too many more opportunities to do this. Okay, that looks pretty good. You don't want to over mix it, but you want everything to be incorporated. And then I'm going to put it in a, I believe it's a 9 by 5 pan. Yes, 9 by 5 pan. Now I have a cast iron bread pan, and I have another metal pan that's darker in color, but I've found that for quick breads, and honestly for baking in general, shiny aluminum pans work the best, and this is definitely my favorite pan for baking quick breads. Okay, so we've got that all in our pan. We're going to put this in a 350-degree oven and bake it for approximately 50 minutes, test it, and see how much more we need to go. You want it to be baked through, but you don't want to over bake it. So banana breads can be kind of tricky, so you need to test it. So we're going to start with 50 minutes. Put that in. I'm going to clean up my messy mess, and I'll bring you back. Okay guys, my banana bread is all done. Look how beautiful. Wonderful texture, beautifully golden brown, but oatmeal in it gives it that really nice texture. Now I did bake mine for 60 minutes. I started checking it at 50 minutes and for doneness. And what you want is for a toothpick, when you insert the toothpick, you want it to come out fairly clean. So your time will vary depending on your oven. Monty, him in the water. Anyway, if it starts to get too brown on top, you can tin it with foil. I didn't, because I like a really golden brown crust on top. So I'm going to let this cool for a few minutes, and then I'll bring you back and we'll give it a taste. Welcome back. Time for a taste test. Now, I will tell you that this bread, because of the oats, has a lot more texture to it than a traditional loaf of banana bread, but it's really great. The oats add really nice texture, more nutrients, of course, more fiber, all the good things that we're looking for. And actually, this recipe isn't super sweet. It only has the 1 cup of brown sugar in it, and I think it's a really nice balance without being overly sweet. I put a little bit of butter on top of mine, because what isn't better without butter? So let's give it a little bit of a taste. Really, really good. Like I said, the texture is a little different, but I like that. It's heartier. And like I said, not too sweet. Really great for an afternoon healthy snack for your kids with a glass of milk or with a cup of afternoon tea or coffee. Really great. As you saw, it was super easy. If you wanted to have some add-ins for it, you could totally add chocolate chips, chopped nuts, raisins, anything like that would be a great addition in here. So I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks so much for coming along with me today. I appreciate you visiting my channel. If you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the fun. And I hope to see you next time. Have a great day.